Hello guys, day 9. This day was actually quite a bit easier than the previous days. So pretty much we have a bunch of rows of data and then we want to extrapolate the next value in the row. They give us an example of how to do it. Pretty much we get the difference between each two consecutive elements in each row. So here's 0 to 3 is 3 difference, 3 to 6 is 3 difference, blah blah, it's all 3. And then we keep doing this row down until we get a value of all zeros. And then here in their explanation they say then we add a 0 to the right and go, and I don't really understand the explanation, but I think it just boils down to we add the rightmost values of each of these rows. Let's look at the code. This one's very short. So we get the data, which is we just get each row and we get turned into a list of integers. Then we're going to add the last integer of that list and begin this extrapolate function, which is a recursive call. And pretty much this function will keep going down until every value is 0. As you can see here, if all the values in the row are 0, it just returns 0. Otherwise, it will return the last value in the row and then recursively call itself down to the bottom. So, if we have this example here, in the first, at the start, we add this 68 value, which is the, at the start we'll add this 45 value, which is the last value of the row. Then we'll recursively call this function. It'll generate this. It'll say, is it all zeros? No. Okay, add 15, go down. Is it all zeros? No. Okay, add 6, go down. Is it all zeros? No. Okay, add 2, go down. Is it all zeros? Yes, return 0, and we have the sum. Part 2. In part 2, we just we have to like back extrapolate, it says. So, in part 2, we have to do this like backwards extrapolation. And pretty much the same thing where we go down to the bottom zeros and then we just say pretty much what's the distance between 0 to 2 is 2. What's the difference between 2 to 0? It's -2. What's the difference between 0 to -2 to 3? It's 5. What's the difference between 5 to 10? It's 5. So yeah, once again, for each row, this time I kind of like added the first value. So you can see this extrapolates previous value. It takes the first value of the row this time. And I keep going down until it's all zeros, and each time I'm adding the first element. So at the end I have a list containing 10, 3, 0, 2, and 0. So these values. And then I have this beautiful, if I do say so myself, reduce function. And pretty much I reverse the list so it looks like 0, 2, 0, 3, 10. And then for each of them, I just say, what's the difference between this value and the sum so far, which is 2. So what's the difference between 0 and 2? 2. I keep going down to the base. That's it. Thanks for watching.